Where's the camera?
Top.
Hello, everybody.
Wait a sec, do it again.
I'm going to change it slightly.
Okay.
Now. Hello, everybody. My name is Darren.
Hi, I'm Graham.
And we are about to talk to you about the film Still Alice. Tell us the story, if you remember.
Ooh. Yeah, so a lovely little old lady called
She's not old. She's like 50. That's almost as old as you.
So it's Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
And she's the mother of Kristen Stewart, but that's kind of inconsequential to the storyline right now.
And Kate Bosworth.
And a lad.
Yeah, some other guy.
Yeah. She's married to Alec Baldwin.
She is. The more tolerable of the Baldwin clan.
And basically, she's a lecturer or a professor or wherever. She's a genius at knowing about linguistics and stuff.
Words.
And then she starts getting a form of Alzheimer's.
She used up too many words when she was alive that she starts forgetting them. That's what happens if you use them all up too quick. They get lost.
That was the rare type that she had.
So she's a 50-year-old woman with hereditary, or maybe not, spoiler alert, Alzheimer's.
Yes, and it spirals from that point.
Well, it don't get better, put it that way.
It doesn't get better.
The moment before she has Alzheimer's is the peak of the happiness.
Yeah.
And then every second after that, oh dear, it gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think? Did you like it? Like's a weird word to use. I
Yeah.
wouldn't use like if I were you.
It was a bit of a weepy one. I didn't cry.
You did have glassy eyes at the end when I looked at you, because I looked at you and you smiled knowing that I'd seen you with tears in your eyes.
No.
Well, why are you laughing then? That's just a bit weird.
I was laughing because I knew how kind of awkward it was, like all of us who were meant to be crying but we're not.
You had glassy eyes?
No,
you did?
No.
I'm telling you, you did it. You denying it?
I'm denying it.
That you didn't have glassy eyes at the end?
I might have glassy. I have watery eyes, Darren, otherwise they won't roll around so freely.
Well, mine are going to roll in a minute if you keep denying that you were crying. You definitely did have tears in your eyes.
I didn't cry. I mean, I'm not afraid to cry. I'm not, I don't mind weeping over a sad film. Or crying through happiness even. I'm quite...
weird to cry through happiness in that film. Unless you've just seen that other film Julianne Moore's in at the minute, Seventh Sons, the one with Jeff Bridges, which is supposed to be rubbish.
Oh yeah.
No, you definitely, you definitely looked upset.
Well, it was an upsetting film. I might have.
So suddenly you were upset, and you did have tears in your eyes.
I might have looked upset, but I certainly wasn't. I didn't cry one single tear.
Did you get close?
Might have had.
If you'd have been on your own in a room with people that you didn't feel judged by,
I think if I cared more about the story, I would have.
You didn't care about the story?
Yeah, but not to the point where I'd cry.
Did you care about the story?
From the middle on to the end.
Well, you didn't care about the beginning?
No.
How could you not care about the beginning?
I cared, it's just... I think it went too kind of fast. We were just thrown into the deep end.
I don't think it did go fast at all. I think it was quite nice that a film would have the guts to be an hour and 45 as opposed to 3 hours, because it's a worthy.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's just... I think it personally, I think it needed a bit more time to kind of set up her happy lifestyle, because...
I disagree.
What happened there?
I don't know. What did happen?
Don't know.
I disagree, because I think that you don't need to know that Julianne Moore is a nice person. She brings that with her sort of baggage of who she is. You just like Julianne Moore. You don't need an hour of her being good and competent.
Sure.
Because you know that.
Sure. But that would help.
Well, I wouldn't think it'd make a difference.
I think
you just have more happiness. You wouldn't learn anything more.
Well, but okay, and that is key, everybody.
Why?
This isn't scripted, because that went perfectly.
Okay.
I'm just glad that it went perfectly.
Well, tell us why.
The point is, the happier you are, and this is why I didn't cry, the happier you are before and you realise that, her life is pretty much going perfectly how she wants it and stuff, which it is, apart from her daughter, but that's another part of it.
So you think that it would have emphasised how bad it was? Well, I thought
No. I think it's obvious how bad it is. Don't put that on me. It's obviously a bad situation. It's just I think the more kind of happiness we had beforehand, the easier it would be to.
I mean, how much do you need? How many scenes of a happy family do you need?
I was close to tears, but I never reached the point.
I don't think you'd have had tears had you had an extra scene of Julianne Moore happy. I mean,
a couple more scenes. It was quite a short film for the
I liked it being
for
short.
The subject,
and
for
also,
the subject.
That's fine, because as with her character, she loses track of time, and the whole film is seen through her point of view. So for us to not have and maybe it's because she doesn't remember who she was by the end.
I think that's played off really well. The fact that the time really does just, I guess, it just goes from scene to scene. It's like, oh well, it's been months since that happened and stuff like that.
A really boring remake of Memento. You don't know whereabouts in the timeline you are, but you know she's not murdered anyone yet.
One of the production companies was Memento Studios or something like that.
You've got a tattoo on you saying Memento?
I do.
He does. I remembered.
I do. Not for the film, even though it's a good film.
Well, the original film Memento was based on a script or a short story called Memento Mori, or whatever it is, Mori.
Really?
Yeah, which is what you've got tattooed on you.
I didn't know.
Well, learn what you've got before you get it.
Well, about the films that are... Anyway. So yeah, it was a really good film.
I agree. I think that it was made by her performance, but I think that it had moments where it was a bit too much Sunday afternoon, Channel 5, Hallmark type film.
Oh, afternoon.
One of those sort of...
nighttime.
No, that's Friday night. You're thinking of Channel 5. The ones where it's like, what's the disease of the week? Oh, let's do a film about cancer, starring an old lady who used to be in films in the 70s, and starring a bunch of people who are trying to not be soap actors anymore. It felt occasionally like that, I think. But it stopped being that because of the cast. It was more the direction that made me feel a bit like...
Oh, right.
Yeah. Do you disagree?
I'd have to watch it again to see if...
You didn't pick up on it the first time, then?
No.
Fair enough. Just me, then.
I thought it was quite, low-key, but it felt intended to be,
I know, but it just felt a bit soapy, a bit wishy-washy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't feel intense. It wasn't...
Well, maybe that's what it was lacking for me at the start. Maybe it wasn't... Maybe I didn't need all the joy and stuff. Maybe it didn't hit me as hard as it probably should have, considering the subject.
I think her performance stops that, though, from it being a Sunday afternoon thing, because you feel the bad house... You feel sad and, whatever, because you can tell that she feels sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that she deserved an Oscar?
I think she played it really well. I believed her when she weed in her pants.
Oh, don't spoil it. Although, speaking of which...
Is that really
that was
a moment to spoil?
The second act battle. That one. I could think of a film that she did of a similar note, better, in 2014, that I think she should have got an Oscar for.
Do you think she could get an Oscar for
Maps to the Stars? Over this, yeah.
Compared, yeah. Oh, did she actually get one for this?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
I didn't realise.
Pay attention.
Well, fill me in with the relevant information.
I thought I had.
Well,
I thought I had.
Well, you think wrong.
Well, now we know. Yes, because she did a very good performance in...
What was that?
No. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, whatever it's called. Still Alice. She did
I nearly started forgetting as well. I don't know why. I forgot.
She did a good performance, but I think it was a good character, and that any good actress would have done a good performance with that. Whereas her character in Maps to the Stars, if you'd done that wrong, you'd have just killed your career. There's a scene where she's shitting loudly on the toilet after walking around naked. She has threesomes. So any good actress could do a good performance with that character, but it takes a really, really good actress to do a good performance in Maps to the Stars without accidentally setting your career on fire.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And I think, I can't think of a braver, as they say. I hate that word, because at the end of the day, they're pretending they're other people. How brave is that?
Millions,
yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are firemen that vomit every time they hear people say that. But, she put herself on the line in Maps to the Stars, and I think she was brilliant in it.
Yes, me too. But this is about...
Well, it is, but it's also, it's vaguely relevant, because she got an Oscar, and I think of the two films she did last year, that's the one.
One of them deserved it more.
Yeah, she definitely deserved it. So I suppose it went to the right person.
Yeah.
Did you think Alec Baldwin was good in the film?
He was alright until he started talking about what he did on the beach that time.
Oh yeah, it got a bit weird. They talked about, apparently at one point, Julianne Moore's character gave Alec Baldwin's character a blowjob on the beach, which is just an image that... I'm sure it was supposed to be a sentimental moment, but it just put the image of that happening in my brain.
Yeah,
and I didn't want it. Yeah,
maybe that's why I didn't cry. I just wanted them both to die from that point.
Oh my god.
Horrible.
I don't know anything about anything to do with Alzheimer's, but I don't get why it kills you. Why does it kill you? Because you just forget things. How does it kill you?
I don't know.
At one point, she says that she would rather have cancer than Alzheimer's. I agree. I think I would rather have cancer than Alzheimer's.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as destructive as it is and stuff like that, I mean, obviously neither of us have gone through either.
No.
But
I wouldn't want either, obviously, in an ideal world.
No.
But I think the point is that people... Because doesn't she say she feels shame that she's got Alzheimer's? She feels embarrassed by it, whereas at least if you have cancer, people feel they want to help you.
Cancer people, they're all wearing ribbons for you, and there's all these
So I suppose
campaigns.
if the film... Even if the film fails on every level, which it doesn't, at least it raises awareness for a disease that Yeah, I was thinking actually, the two things that it reminds me of are A, sci-fi movies like Total Recall, because she's leaving herself video messages as though they're from a stranger, and also something like The Exorcist, because she changes personality when like this disease is like a demon. There's a bit where she's like swearing and telling people to fuck off and whatnot. That's not her. That's the disease.
She's confused and
it's like a horror film.
Feeling vulnerable.
I wonder if anyone's ever done a horror film about Alzheimer's. They should.
Well, it's a bit like the Babadook, isn't it?
Yeah, but that wasn't about Alzheimer's.
Not specifically, no.
Anyway,
so you think there should be a little demon that runs around and takes a bit of your brain, a little bit of the memories, and eats them, and then they're all gone?
No, just takes over your body more and more. But no, I want a horror remake of Still Alice.
Right.
I don't want it to have any like demonic elements or supernatural elements. I just want it to be filmed as though it does.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, maybe I will.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to say. Kristen Stewart's really good, but she's really good in everything I've seen. I haven't seen the Twilight films except the first one, which I don't really remember. But I don't remember hating, but I don't remember loving.
Yeah, no, she wasn't that good in them. I think it's more to do with the direction and whatever,
They've got good directors. I don't know who did the first one, but the third one was done by David Slade, who's a good director. He did Hard, Candy, and 30 Days a Night and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the second couple were done by Bill Condon, whose films I'm not too aware of. Bill Condon. He did Gods and Monsters with Ian McKellen, which is pretty good, but I haven't seen it. Well, it's supposed to be really good, but I haven't seen it. And he did Kinsey with Liam Neeson, which is really good. But like the blowjob scene in this, the blowjob conversation, is just 2 hours of Liam Neeson talking about cocks. And I don't need that either. I don't need it.
To each their own and stuff, but yeah, I don't know.
In what context? Well, because he's Alfred Kinsey, the sex therapist or whatever.
Right.
But there's a bit where I think his name's William Holden, I could be wrong on that, the bad guy from Die Hard 2, wanks off really quick, and it was disgusting. It really made me feel awful. Like, I'm not prudish, like I don't mind tossing off scenes like the sort of Mary or something like that, but there was something about that scene that just made me feel a bit ill. Okay. So
well, I hope Julianne Moore watches this video.
It's nothing to do with her, that little tangent I went on there.
No.
But yes, Still Alice, really good. Go and watch it.
Not Oscar worthy, but
no, it's not Oscar worthy. It's just there was more Oscar worthy things. Not that the Oscars fucking mean anything, obviously.
Obviously.
Oh. All right, bye then.
Thanks for joining.
See ya. Turn it off.